Hello everybody, this is Hollywood Joe from Hollywood's World of Sports, coming to you today to talk about Extreme Rules 2013. Took place on Sunday in St. Louis, Missouri, and I want to focus on one particular group in this video. I want to talk about the Shield. This past Sunday, the Shield captured the United States title, which Dean Ambrose won, and they captured the WWE tag team titles that Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins won. And I gotta tell you, I really like the fact that they have all the titles now, well, 3 of the titles, because it's simple, guys. The Shield, you know, obviously they will eventually, I'm sure, all go their own ways, but right now the Shield is being molded as being the face and the future of the company. I really like what they've done with the Shield thus far since November. A lot of people will tell you that the Shield was WWE's answer to TNA creating the Aces and Eights. Well, and this is not a knock on Aces and Eights, or TNA for that matter, but the Shield is a way better group, has a way better storyline. It's 3 young guys with a purpose. And a lot of people, you know, are saying that the Shield might go down as one of the greatest factions of all time. And I have to agree to a certain extent, and I will tell you why. When you look at factions from the past, you look at DX, you look at the New World Order, Evolution, the Four Horsemen, you know, all those big name groups. The one thing that they all have in common is that all the members of those groups were already established before they came together. Like, for example, the NWO. Everybody knew who Hogan, Hall, and Nash were before they became a group. They were already established, they were already famous, they already were big names. But the difference with the Shield is unless you follow like independent wrestling and the smaller market promotions, a lot of people didn't know who Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose were. And I like the group because all, you know, each member kind of comes from a different background. You have Dean Ambrose, who was well known in his time for CZW, which is Combat Zone Wrestling, out of Pennsylvania. Very, very hardcore promotion, very rough and rugged. Got to be tough, and I mean real tough, to survive in that promotion. You have Roman Reigns, who comes with the Samoan heritage and the Samoan background, being trained by various family members and having relatives, you know, that you have to follow in their footsteps. Roman Reigns, I think, is one of the better, you know, Samoan wrestlers to come out. He's got a good look. He uses his power very wisely. I don't think I've seen Roman Reigns look bad at all since he's been into WWE. And I honestly think if used correctly, he could might be able to supersede another Samoan that makes movies now, but that's another story. And then you have Seth Rollins, who I once knew as Tyler Black in Ring of Honor, who was part of a tag team called Age of the Fall with Jimmy Jacobs, a guy that lives in the same hometown as I do. But Seth has always been awesome with the whole Ring of Honor style. Seth is a lot like, he kind of comes from the same mold as CM Punk does. Same kind of attitude, same kind of look, probably same kind of lifestyle for all we know. But, you know, all three of those guys are very, very talented and unique in their own right. Like I said, a lot of people don't like the fact that the Shield has got the titles, but the thing of it is they need to push new guys. WWE needs to push new guys. Cena's been around for, you know, over 10 years now. You know, Randy Orton the same amount of time. You know, Triple H is obviously coming to an end of his career. Undertaker obviously is at the very, very tail end of his career. They've lost a lot of people like Shawn Michaels and people of that stature, and they really needed to make a statement and say, hey, these are our guys for the future. I mean, they already have that statement in having Dolph Ziggler as World Heavyweight Champion, but honestly, and people are going to say I'm out of my mind, John Cena being WWE Champion right now is not helping the company. It's not helping the company look to the future. That's why I'm glad that Reigns, Rollins, and Ambrose got the titles last night, because they're looking to the future. There's other guys out there like, you know, Jack Swagger, and you know, he's in the main event picture right now. But there's other guys out there like a Damian Sandow, Cody Rhodes, The Miz. I'll even go as far as to say Kofi Kingston. Those guys need to start being thrown into the spotlight a little bit more. Those guys are guys that are very talented in the ring or on the mic or both, and they need to start being put in the spotlight a little bit more. A guy like Ryback isn't going to be the face of the company. No offense. I like the Ryback character and like the big muscular dominant big man that he is, but he's not the face of the company. John Cena, Randy Orton, you know, guys that have been around the last 10 years, their time is winding down. And I think WWE is starting to notice that. And I think that's why WWE made the move to put those titles on the Shield. The Shield's time is now. I mean, they haven't even peaked yet. They're not even as high as they can go yet. I think all three members of the Shield, all three of them, have the potential to be WWE or World Heavyweight Champion. They all have a different look. They all have good mic skills. Well, Roman Reigns utilizes his mic skills very well. And they all just have great in-ring styles. So the main phrase that they usually use, the Shield in their promos, is believe in the Shield. After last night, I believe in the Shield. You know, I believe that they are the face of the company. I believe that they are the future of the company. And I believe that them holding the tag titles and the United States title is just the beginning. So, like I said, start pushing the young guys. Start putting the young guys in the limelight, the spotlight, the headlight, the headline, the main event, whatever you want to call it. The Shield is the future. Guys like Dolph Ziggler are the future. Their time is now. Cena, Orton, all those guys that have been in the spotlight for the last 10 years, their time is dwindling down, whether you like it or not. So with that being said, tune in to Raw and SmackDown over the next few weeks, even the next few months. I think it's going to be a great summer watching the Shield do what they do. I think they're going to be, when it's all said and done, they're going to go down as one of the best factions in the history of the business. I think all three of them are going to go on to have very, very successful careers. So, again, this is Hollywood Joe from Hollywood's World of Sports, your source for all things sports. And remember, controversy doesn't come without criticism. So believe in Hollywood's World of Sports. Thank you and have a great day.